let's zoom in on this class, because as I said, the class is really big. It's sort of the center of the World of Warcraft universe. Classes of characters are where most of the information modeling is, and then when you create a character, all you do really is latch it onto a class, and then it gets all of its information from the class. Okay, so let's look at a class. A class has things like a name, and it has a description, it has an image that goes with it, and has some sort of ID. If you remember, I've constantly showed you IDs, and anything that's of significance in a system, especially some of the main information types in a system, those will all carry IDs. And if you remember, we have a little chart here that says here's the attribute and here's the value pattern. In other words, what's allowed to go in that value pattern. And so for instance, the class ID has the name of the class plus some sequential number. And if you'll remember from before, that's a way of establishing a unique ID. The class has the word class and then underscore, let's say, and then some number that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And those numbers never repeat. That's a sequential number that guarantees that each of our classes will have a unique identifier. Okay, and then there's the class name, which we just choose to say as one word. The image, which is a file name for some JPEG or whatever, that's a default image of the character. And then multiple paragraphs, that's the class description. Okay, so now we're focusing in on classes. And notice I've left out of here anything that's a relationship between classes and other things, because for the moment we're going to keep it simple. And now we're going to look at a piece of user interface that makes use of this model.